previous video, we saw how timeliness and content of feedback are essential. Two further elements to consider when giving feedback have to do with the overall tone of the conversation and with its style. Expressing criticisms to another person doesn't mean we abdicate to gentlest and personal respect. On the other hand, it also doesn't mean that we sugarcoat our message, or it may lose its original meaning, becoming misleading for the recipient. Feedback communication requires striking a fine balance of assertiveness, straightness, and tactfulness.
Hey, about the report you sent me. It's by far not what I expected. I expect way more of you and you know it. A beginner would do better. I don't even know how you weren't ashamed to send it to me in this form. You must rewrite it all over again, and this time make sure you send me something proper. Hey, about the report you sent me. I know it won't be nice for you to hear this, as you clearly spent time on it, but the report needs further rework. I found it underdeveloped, especially the conclusive part, and I'd kindly ask you to have another go at it, and send it back to me if you don't mind.
So, feedback should be provided in a tactful and respectful tone. In addition to this, the style of the feedback conversation is also of importance. Let's see what I mean. Even if we use the expression giving feedback, it's never just a one-way communication. So try as much as possible to have a conversation and to truly understand the causes of certain behaviors. To this aim, 1. Ask the right questions, especially to test and rule out hypotheses you made about the reasons for certain behaviors rather than relying on your own attributions. And 2. Listen attentively to the answers, avoid distractions, and observe also the non-verbal communication.
Hey, I heard there was a bit of fuss this morning, but would you like to tell me what happened?
Yeah, there was this angry client who was loud in expressing himself and has made everyone uncomfortable in the reception. So, I went forward, and I asked him to lower his voice, which he did not do and actually got angrier.
What had bothered him?
I did not understand. Actually, I was just focused on making him quiet. Perhaps I should have started by asking him what the issue was instead.
You see that asking questions and actively listening may help the feedback recipient reach the solution himself, but there are also occasions where you can provide suggestions or solutions. All the previous features that comprise a good quality feedback would be further enhanced by a focus on problem solving. Feedback is much more beneficial when, along with its specificity, focus on behaviors and developmental content, it also offers suggestions and possible improvement strategies.
Hi, sorry to tell you this way, but the presentation you just gave was not very effective. I could barely understand anything of what you said because the voice was not loud enough and you spoke way too fast. You were nervous, weren't you?
Yeah.
I could tell. But okay, you'll do better next time. Hi, sorry to tell you this way, but the presentation you just gave was not very effective. I know that it's hard to pay attention to all the aspects, especially when one is a bit nervous about speaking in front of a large audience. One issue was the low volume of your voice. You could try using a microphone next time, one of those that you clip on the jacket and people don't even see. Something else that works for some people, and could be a good strategy for you too, is trying to articulate very consciously every word. I know it sounds like an exaggeration, but it helps to slow down the pace, and the audience will not notice you are spelling out the words too precisely.
Thanks for these tips, I'll try.
To sum up, be available and give timely feedback. Be very specific in your comments. Focus on the behaviors and not the traits. Don't be judgmental. Rather, help the person to see what they can improve and express confidence they can do so. Be respectful and considerate. Ask questions, listen actively, have a conversation. Focus on how to solve the problem by offering ideas and suggestions.